some first tips I would give you is try it out. Go live in your car for like a week or something, or rent an RV, and try it out, because yeah, it's definitely not for everyone. Everyone sees the stuff on Instagram and on social media, the good stuff, of course, right? Everyone shows the good side of it, but it's definitely harder than what people portray it to be. Like, uh, it's a different way of life. You got to really be conservative with your water, with um, like when you poop and pee, you got to be, like, check the tanks, and you got to find somewhere to fill up your water and dump your waste, and how to take showers and stuff like that. And um, it also depends, like if you're going to live in a city, like are you going to be able to park in certain spots? And you know you have to get all of that figured out before you even think about moving into an RV or a van. I've been seeing a lot more people moving into their cars and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. Like, I would do it myself if I could go back, because everyone's biggest expense is rent, and I feel like it's just a scam. You know what I mean? Like, you you go to work just so you could pay your rent and eat a little bit of food, and then you have no money left over. Like, just yeah, it's just a scam. So if you could move into your car or an RV and save some money, stack up, and do what you really want to do, start a business, invest, whatever, that's the way to go. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? Like, if you could really uh, humble yourself, and just really, it's definitely not easy. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and say it's easy, but if you want to save some money and really get ahead in life, then that's the way to go. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to take 2 steps back to take 10 forward. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm living in my RV, but I actually don't feel like I'm taking steps back, because this is what I've always wanted to do. You know, I'm I'm very minimalistic. I'm humble. I really don't need like a fancy apartment or anything like that. Like, I could go rent an apartment right now if I wanted to, but I'd rather live this life. You know what I mean? We get to go to the beach all the time, hang out. Um, right now I'm working in LA, so I'm actually doing RV life in LA, uh, which is a whole nother video. I'm gonna drop that one soon. But yeah, RV life in LA is definitely challenging. But yeah, just some more advice I would give someone who's thinking about doing this type of lifestyle is, uh, just figure out, do as much research as you can. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of RV do you want? Do you want a trucker with a camper? Do you want a travel trailer? Do you want a big RV? Do you want a small RV? Are you with are you a couple trying to do this? Or are you doing it by yourself? Like, there's a lot of variables that go into it. And I did a lot of studying. I originally bought an RV to rent out, but I've always known that I wanted to live in one full time. And yeah, I honestly don't think I'll ever go back to, especially, at least not an apartment. You know what I mean? This is way better than an apartment. Um, I got everything I need. I got my fridge right here, stove, got the bathroom, everything I need. I got 2 beds. It's yeah, it's all I need. So, people paying. I'm parked here right next to an apartment. People paying $3,000 a month to stay at this apartment next to me, and I'm paying $500 a month for my RV payment. So yeah, another some more advice I would give to people is, you know like I said, try it out first, see how you like it, and then once you like it, or if you do like it, then you know, try and save up some money. That's real important. You got to save up some money because especially living in an RV, you're going to need to do a lot of maintenance, a lot of unexpected costs that come up. You need to learn about RVs. You need to learn about everything. You have to do a lot of research. So that's why if you're young and you know you don't have a lot of money, just get a van, start out like that, and just work your way up. You know, that's what I would do for sure. I would just get a van, SUV, throw a bed back there, and just start out like that. You know what I mean? Stack up your money and then get something bigger if you want, and then you know, you could go up from there. But yeah, if you what's some more advice? Definitely do your research, um, and just think about, you know, you gotta have a mission. You gotta have a game plan. You know, you can't just go through life without a, you know, without a map. You need to really sit down and think about where you want to go. You know, I'm doing this type of lifestyle because I want to buy some more RVs. I want to rent, you know, like 5 or 10, you know, 15, 20. I want to keep buying them and just renting them out. And you know, so that's my game plan. And then of course I also want to travel, and I love camping and being by the beach. Um, so yeah, that's kind of my game plan and why I'm doing this type of lifestyle. Um, but yeah, my next video I'll talk about RV life in LA, you know, the challenges it brings, and um, yeah, I'll go into more depth about that. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you like the content, let me know. If you don't, whatever, leave a comment. I appreciate you guys watching. Peace.